Good evening everyone. I am Ryan Earl Penpilio, and I will be talking about my undergraduate study titled Early Decomposition of Cassava and Corn-derived Bioplastics Under Different Environmental Conditions. Now, this study will serve as a baseline for my study that I will be conducting on my master's program. Plastic pollution, plastics in the current society play an essential role due to their extensive durability against chemical, physical, and biological deterioration, making them both essential and problematic. And the excessive use of plastics accompanied with its considerable durability pose significant problems contributing to pollution impacting wildlife, ecosystems, and human health. Now, this is where bioplastics comes in. The emergence of bioplastic has presented a promising alternative to solve problems caused by plastic pollution, since they can possibly replace the petroleum-based plastics in the economy. Bioplastics are derived from renewable and sustainable biomass such as lignins, proteins, lipids, and polysaccharides. The use of bioplastic can mitigate the reliance on finite fossil fuel and has considerably lower carbon footprint emission and greenhouse gas emissions than petroleum-based plastics. In terms of bioplastic decomposition, soil contains a wide diversity of microorganisms, including bacterial species such as actinobacteria that are isolated from different soil environments, and also fungal species such as Aspergillus, Fusarium, and Penicillium that were responsible for bioplastic decomposition. Despite being one of the top contributors to the production and usage of plastics in the world, producers of biodegradable plastics in the Philippines are limited. Yes, research has been done to produce and manufacture bioplastics by different companies. However, extensive studies on its decomposition rate is limited, which leads us to the main objective of the study, which is to assess the decomposition rate of the bioplastics under varying environmental conditions. Specifically, it aims to create prototype method for determining the decomposition of the bioplastics as a possible utility model. Second is to quantify the decomposition rate of the bioplastics under different environmental conditions over a 12-week period, and to statistically determine if there is a significant difference between the bioplastic types across the three environmental conditions. In order to answer those objectives or to solve those objectives, methods were employed. First is the mesh method or the utility model, in which it is a image-based approach using software based on this image to determine the degree of decomposition of the bioplastics. For the decomposition under different environmental conditions, we have three treatments: the soil, the mixed medium, and the waterlogged soil. And we have two samples: the cassava and corn-derived bioplastics, which were procured and obtained from the Oikos and Saatchi companies. In calculating the decomposition rates, these equations were used, followed by the statistical analysis. And after conducting those methods, results on patient temperature shows a non-significant results, since they're almost similar in each other. However, for the percent moisture content, we can see that the soil has the lowest percent moisture content, while the waterlogged soil has the highest percent moisture content. Now, this is very important because percent moisture content determines the anaerobic or the aerobic condition of the soil that affects the diversity or the microbial consortium responsible for the decomposition of bioplastics. Now you can see here evidences of bioplastic decomposition. For the cassava bioplastics under soil, you can observe that as early as week 4, there is an evidence of decomposition from week 4 to week 12, which is also the same from the corn bioplastics under soil. As early as week 4, there are evidences of decomposition up to week 12. For the decomposition rate, you can see here that the corn bioplastic under soil has the highest decomposition rate, followed by the cassava under the soil conditions. However, bioplastics under waterlogged conditions have the lowest decomposition rate. which supports the degree of decomposition in which the corn under the soil condition has the highest degree of decomposition, up to 90% decomposed, followed by the cassava under soil conditions in which it has up to 70% being decomposed. Then after calculating the decomposition rate, we performed statistical analysis, specifically ARTA-NOVA, in which we found that the soil type and types of bioplastics both affect the decomposition rate. Subsequently, post-hoc tests, especially those that were highlighted once, showed significant difference between the combination. For example, the cassava under the mixed medium has a significantly different decomposition rate compared to the corn under the mixed medium. And the same is also true for all of the highlighted ones. And for the utility model, since it's an image-based approach, you can see here the progression of the decomposition of the bioplastics. For the cassava-derived bioplastics, you can observe that in week 12, up to 70% have already been decomposed, while for the corn-derived bioplastics, in week 12, up to 90% have already been decomposed. Now, since we want to determine if the utility model that we use can be a viable or efficient approach in determining the degree of decomposition, we compare it to the actual percent weight loss, in which we found out that in week 12, you can see that the data shows almost similar degree of decomposition. However, in the week 4 to week 8, there are discrepancies in the degree of decomposition, which lead us to perform statistical analysis, in which we found that there is no significant difference between the sample means, which lead us to our conclusion that gravimetric or the actual percent weight loss and image-based methods or the utility model is a viable and efficient approach for monitoring bioplastic decomposition. Moreover, both cassava and corn-derived bioplastics are biodegradable under natural environmental conditions, while specifically corn-derived bioplastics exhibiting superior decomposition performance and soil as the most conducive environment for biodegradation or decomposition, significantly outperforming mixed medium and waterlogged soil. And here are the recommendations and references. So that will be all. Thank you.